Hey guys, so today I thought I would do a video on Glossier. I feel like I came back from New York ages ago, but it was only a month ago, and I did a haul of all the beauty stuff that I got, and I got loads of Glossier stuff because we can't get it in the UK at all. I've never seen a Glossier product in my life, in real life, so I took going to New York as an opportunity to buy loads of it. So I'm gonna basically talk to you about the shopping experience because it's a very weird experience. It's not like going into a shop and just buying something. And then I'm gonna talk to you about what I got, what I liked and didn't like from what I got, and what I didn't buy on purpose. So it's like a haul and an anti-haul together. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about the experience first. Glossier is on Lafayette Street in New York. It's in, I think it's in Brooklyn. I want to say I was in Brooklyn at the time of going to Glossier. But yeah, it's kind of tucked away and it's a weird experience because it's basically a office building that has offices in it, and you go up to the building and there's a woman at the door that has to say to you, like, do you want to go to Glossier or do you want to go to like the offices? And everyone that goes there is basically for Glossier, but then you have to get in the lift and go up to the top floor with other people that want to go to like the offices. It's a really strange situation. I think it's because they're a small company, and I think I can kind of predict as they get bigger they'll actually open a real shop, because it was very weird to like be in the same lift as someone who was on their lunch break at work and I was going up to shop in Glossier. So the process is, it's a big showroom and it has a little stand with, so like one stand has a lip gloss and one stand has the highlighter, and there's a big sink that you can like wash your hands and you can try the products out. And you've probably seen, not just from my photos but from everyone else's photos, it's like the most Instagrammable room ever. It's so Instagram bait. Everything is pale pink. They have like Byredo and like diptyque candles burning, and there's like mirrors everywhere, and there's like signs on the walls, so you like take a photo with the sign, like you look good, your brows look great, stuff like that. This is really, really Instagrammable. And basically on the little stand in each stand, so for example if you're trying the boy brow, the product is open with no stick in it and you use one of the sticks, then you throw it away. So does that make sense? So basically the lip gloss wand is not in the lip gloss. You pick your own personal lip gloss wand, put it in, try it on yourself, and then throw the wand away. It's like really sanitary. I think that's because they have like so few makeup products, they can do that, whereas like testers in a big shop that has like hundreds of brands, they obviously can't do that. So what you do is you go around and you test everything out, and a woman gives you one of these when you go in, and this is basically like a little pink slip. So Glossier, and it's got a list of everything they sell, so they only sell this many products, and you tick off what you want, and then you go around and you've decided what you want. So you pick nothing up because there's nothing out that you can like pick up. You take it to the till, they go and like get it for you, and then you pay and then you leave. It's really strange. It felt a lot more like internet shopping but in real life, because you couldn't pick anything up or take it with you or like decide that you didn't want it or anything. You literally like made a checklist and then went to check out. It was strange, but it was very like organised, so I guess there's that. So the things I got were the phase 1 set, and the phase 1 set is $45, and you get the Milky Jelly Cleanser, the priming moisturiser, and the balm.com, and this is basically their three like staples, that's why it's in a set. And I think you save $10 by getting in the set, and I was going to buy them anyway, so I just bought in the set. Then there's a phase 2 set, which is a makeup set, which comes with the Generation G, the Boy Brow, and the Stretch Concealer. You can buy these things separately as well, they just come in sets to like save you money, and that's $40. I didn't get that. The other things you can get are the Priming Moisturiser Rich, which is like a thick cream, Soothing Face Mist, a Moon Mask, Mega Greens Mask, the Supers and their serums, so Bounce, Glow and Pure, and you can get a 3-pack for $65. I don't know if that saves you any money, I'm not really sure. And Invisible Shield, which is sunscreen. The other makeup items you can get are Perfecting Skin Tint, Haloscope, which is a highlighter, lip gloss, and Cloud Paint. Now, the things I got. In the phase 1 set, which I just read out to you, I got these 3 things. So this is the Priming Moisturiser Original, is what it looks like. Super cute packaging. This is the Milky Jelly Cleanser, which I've seen so many people rave about. It's also cute packaging, shocker. And this is the Coconut Balm.com. You can, if you buy it in the set, you can change out which flavour you want. So I chose coconut, but there was like mint, rose, normal. And I kept the packaging for the lip balm to show you. So that's what it looks like. I think that's super cute, like with the girl on the side and then like the palm print. They basically know what they're doing. Their marketing team is exceptionally good at their jobs. So I'm just going to talk you through what I thought about these products in particular. I'm going to start with the balm.com. This is what they're like famous for. It's just a lip balm. This reminds me so much. My Holy Grail lip balm used to be the Kiehl's white lip balm. It's in a similar tube, and that's basically just because it's like a really rich, intense lip balm and it smelled like nothing. And in hindsight, I probably would have got the original one that didn't have any smell, because the smell of this one kind of puts me off. I didn't really smell it before I bought it. I just saw coconut and I was like, oh, I want it. It doesn't smell like coconut, it smells like coconut biscuits. So it's like a sweetened coconut. It's not just plain coconut, it's very, very sweet. And that's exactly what it smells like. It smells like a coconut biscuit. Oh my god, that's such a perfect description. It's just a lip balm. It looks very cute. Like, I love this packaging, like the colours and everything. It's just a salve, it's just Vaseline that smells like coconut biscuits. But I think I got it because it came in the phase 1 set. I probably wouldn't have got it if I wasn't buying the set. The next thing I got is the priming moisturiser. It says buildable hydrating cream, and I said to the girl in there, and I was like, I have oily skin, is this gonna work for me? And she was like, yeah, sure. It's damn too thick though. It's a little thick than what I would normally, it's gone everywhere, than what I would normally use, and it comes out really, because it's a squeezy tube, like you squeeze it a bit and it like, so it is thin, but I'm used to gel formulas, so for me it's a little bit thick. I don't know how I feel about the fact it's a priming moisturiser. I would just say it's skincare. I wouldn't say it was a primer. But then again, Glossier is basically meant to be an alternative to makeup. It's not, you're not meant to think of it as like makeup products. It's more like skincare alternatives. So maybe they think that that's like a primer for their version of foundation. But I put that on and then I put on a primer on top of it, because it just doesn't do enough to like keep my makeup on. The next thing is the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser. This is what everyone says is like the Holy Grail cleanser, and I just don't get it. I used it for like few weeks, like a few weeks in total, like consistently, to try and figure out what the hype was. Like you can see I've used quite a bit of it. It smells funky, it's a weird texture. Like I can only really compare it to like goo, and I don't like it. I didn't feel clean afterwards. I felt like it left like a weird film. It was not good for greasy skin because it is very like, where it's like milky, it's like moisturising. I don't see the hype on that. I don't understand it. Not a fan. In the shop, you can't tell what a skincare product is going to do for you, because that's over a period of time. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got that set, because it wasn't worth it for me, because I don't like the cleanser. Moving on. I'm going to be more positive here. I got this, and this is my favourite thing I got from Glossier. Favourite. So good. I don't wear sunscreen. I probably should. No, I definitely should. I definitely should wear sunscreen, I just don't. Because I always felt like my skin is oily, so I don't want to put like an oily cream on top of it, and like sunscreen would move your makeup around and like it would look bad, and it would leave like a white cast, and it would just like be a mess. But Glossier made Invisible Shield, and this launched the week I went to New York. Daily sunscreen, broad spectrum, SPF 35. And I asked the woman, I was like, does this have any oil in it? And she was like, it has no oil in it except for the fact it's scented with orange oil, which is kind of annoying, because like, even though it's not like an oil, they could have made it oil free if they just scented it with something different. It smells really nice. Does smell gorgeous. It smells like orange with like an undertone of regular sunscreen. You know, that sunscreen smell, but it's mainly orangey. The thing I love about it, oh my god, it doesn't disrupt your makeup. Makeup goes on fine over top. It maybe even goes on better, and it's completely see-through. I don't really want to use, I feel like I'm using it up. I'm so tight with it. It is only a tiny bottle, almost like $40. But can you see that? That tiny blob that I've deigned you allowed to have. It's so smooth. It goes on like a gel. This is what I wish the priming moisturiser, the formula of it, was. I would have no beef with it if it was like this formula. It smells really nice and citrusy. It's so good. I mean, like, I can't tell you if it's like, if it's helping my skin, but surely wearing SPF 35 is helping my skin more than not wearing anything. Just from like a viewpoint of it feeling really nice for an SPF, I recommend it 100%. And also the thing about it is not just a sunscreen, it's like a pollution screen. So it's meant to like stop pollutants going in your skin and everything. Like if you live in a city, I guess this would be really good. I do live in a city, I don't know why I'm saying that. I love this, I recommend it. I know when it came out people were like, oh my god, there's such cheaper alternatives, like from like the drugstore And yeah, there probably are other sunscreens that go on clear or are thinner in their formula, but this is such a good all-rounder, does two things at once, doesn't make me oily, makes my skincare and makeup go on really well. Really recommend it. If you're going to Glossier, pick up this one thing. Oh, and this is what the box looked like. I kept it so to show you. Just like a plastic box, says Glossier on the side. Yeah, cute, huh? The next thing is also actually really good. I don't know why I said buy that one thing if you go to Glossier. Buy these two things if you go to Glossier. This is the Glossier lip gloss. I was like, I'm not gonna buy that. It's just a plain lip gloss. I can get a plain lip gloss anywhere. Reader, you need it. It's so glassy. I'm not gonna put it on because I've got red lipstick on and I will just get it everywhere. But it's so glassy. It's just like applying glass to your lips. So it just says like Glossier on the front and the back it says lip gloss. So it's a super cute tube, like it's super Instagram. But look how much I've used of it already. Like, I have used the fuck out of this lip gloss. Gorgeous, just gorgeous. Because it's not coloured or anything, anyone can use it. It's stunning. Like, I don't know why it's so good. I really didn't want to sit here hyping up a clear $15 lip gloss, but here we are. Oh, and this is the box. There's the box. Just says clear, transparent, just a little pink box. Like all of their stuff is pink and white. Cute. The last thing I got from Glossier was a last minute purchase. I was at the till and I was like, oh, I'm never gonna be able to get it if I don't get it today. I'm gonna try it out. If worst comes to worst, I've tried it. And that is the Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint in the shade Light. Now, I was a bit confused by this because this is like so watery. It's meant to be their version of foundation and it's so watery. Like, let me put them on my hand. It's like watery and runs down my hand. And I said to the girl, I was like, that's not gonna cover anything. And she was like, no, it's not. But you rub it in and it basically just blurs everything. She did a lot on her hand and you could really see a difference. You can't really see a difference because I put on like the tiniest amount of life, but basically one hand kind of looked discoloured and the other hand that had the skin tint on was like, you could still see the veins, you could still see the freckles, but it was all like one shade and it looked like hydrated and it looked glowy. And I was like, oh, I gotta get it. I was a bit confused how to use it because when I put it on its own, I had to use a lot of it to get any sort of colour. This won't cover any spots you have. This is just, when it says a skin perfecting tint, it's literally like a water that has colour in it. So if you have acne scarring or you're more self-conscious and you like a heavier coverage, I would not recommend this. This is basically for people that already have good skin and just want something really quick, really easy. I'm enjoying it, but it's definitely for a very specific day. Very specifically, like, I'm not going out anywhere really hot, so I don't need to set my face, and I don't have any spots that day, and I don't want to go full glam, and I have really natural makeup on the rest of my face. Like, there's a lot of caveats to use this. So if you have perfect skin and you just want a little tiny something to blur it out, good for you. The next thing I'm going to do is kind of talk you through the things that I didn't buy on purpose, because I did look at everything and I considered everything and I was there for like 2 hours. So the first thing I didn't buy was the Haloscope, which is their highlighter. The Haloscope is a stick highlighter that has 2 circles. One circle is like a hydrating moisturizer type thing and the other one is the actual highlighter inside of it. And it just felt really greasy on my hand, and I could really imagine that if I had any powders on my face it would look fucked up. It would ruin makeup already underneath it. It would slip and slide around. Like, it just, I can already tell, like, the amount of products I've tested in my life, I can tell when a product's gonna do something, and that was just not for me. It was too subtle, not enough pigment, gonna ruin the rest of my makeup, gonna make me look like a hot, greasy mess. The next thing I didn't buy was the cloud paint, and if I could go back and replace one of my purchases, I probably would have got the cloud paint and would have like longed off the Milky Jelly cleanser. The cloud paints are cream blushes. I'm not really sure why I didn't get one, but I think it was because I usually don't use a cream blusher because of the fact that I like to set my face, because I have oily skin, so I don't usually use a cream product because, like, you know what I mean, if you're using face powders and lots of powder products, a cream blush is just never gonna look good. So I didn't get one, but I think I should have got one to use with the Perfecting Skin Tint for like less makeup days, because they were really, really pretty and quite pigmented. Yeah, I probably should have got one, but I didn't. The other thing I didn't get was the stretch concealer, and it was basically a pot concealer, and I didn't get one because A, when I put it on my hand, there was barely anything, like it was like no coverage, and if I want a concealer, like I'm using it to conceal, so it didn't really make sense to me. But the other thing was the colour range, like there was like light, medium, dark, maybe something like that, I can't remember. And the light one, which I always automatically gravitate to the first one because I'm so pale, was just orange. It was really orange, and there were basically no shades. So if you were paler than me, or even my colour, or much darker, like if you are black or have dark skin, there was nothing for you there. I have the stretch concealer colours, and it comes in light, medium, dark, deep and rich. So it does come in more colours than I said it did. But from my memory, there weren't that many colours. Like, for example, there are only total 5 colours, and the lightest one was too dark for me, and I'm pretty sure that rich wasn't truly rich. Their colours are meant to sort of, because the products aren't so pigmented, you know, you're meant to be able to use a colour that's similar to you and it blend well, because they're not meant to be so pigmented. But I don't know, just the makeup just really wasn't for me. I don't want to say I was like disappointed, but so I didn't get one of them. The next thing I didn't get that is probably a more controversial didn't buy, is the Boy Brow, which is basically Glossier's main product. Like, Boy Brow is what they market heavily being their thing. Boy Brow is basically a small tube of eyebrow gel. They come in different colours, so there was clear and there was a few colours for like different eyebrow colours, and the good thing about it was that the spoolie to apply it with was tiny, and I love that in an eyebrow gel because otherwise you can get it all over your face, so that was good. But basically, along with Glossier's like enhancing natural beauty thing, a lot of it is an assumption that you have the things in the first place. So the assumption on Boy Brow was that you had thick, luscious Cara Delevingne eyebrows. Most of mine are pencil, so Boy Brow doesn't really work for me because the clear one would have just been a clear eyebrow gel, which was essentially, how much is it? $16. Oh, the colours are here, blonde, brown, black, clear. I would have spent $16 on a clear eyebrow gel, because the others, they would give you like shape, yes, but also coloured eyebrow gels don't work if you have sparse eyebrows, because then you've just got like weird gel on your face that's coloured. You basically already need to have thick, big eyebrows for it to work, because then you don't really have much to like shape or anything. So it wasn't really for me, didn't get one. Now onto the skincare bits that I didn't get. The things I didn't buy were priming moisturiser rich, soothing face mist, moon mask, mega greens mask, or any of the supers. And the reasons for that is the priming moisturiser rich, I have greasy skin. I wasn't going to buy a thick, it was literally like, it looked like yogurt. It was like so thick. And also it's $35. Considering the normal one is $25, which is already like up there in price kind of. Another $10 just because it's a bit more like rich. But I wasn't going to buy it because it wasn't right for my skin. That's why I didn't buy that. Not because it didn't look good or anything, just because it wasn't right for my skin. The next thing I didn't get was the soothing face mist, and this fucked me up. I tried the soothing face mist. I love a face mist. Love them. So I wanted to buy it essentially. And I tried it in the shop, and my face immediately started to burn. My eyes were watering. I was like, this is so embarrassing. I was like nearly crying in Glossier because my eyes were like streaming. It was like I chopped an onion and then rubbed the onion on my face. It hurt so much. And it took me a minute. Like, I had to stand back in the shop and just like fan my face. So I know they say like all natural ingredients, blah, 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 but I have the least sensitive skin in the world. And their soothing face mist made my face go up in flames. I don't know whether there was something like, because obviously it was open to the public, someone could have put something in it. I doubt that. But you know what I mean? Like, it was so wrong and so bad that, and so such a contrast to what it said it was going to do, that I was questioning everything. So I didn't get that. Next thing I didn't get was the moon mask and the mega greens mask. They're their two face masks. I think the moon mask is meant to be like a bouncy hydration mask, which I wouldn't use because I'm greasy. And the mega greens mask, I think that's meant to be more like a clay mask thing. I honestly just didn't get them because I have so many face masks. Like, I have a basket of face masks I need to go through. Could have been the best face mask in the world, we'll never know. Like I said, it was like online shopping, and I feel like that doesn't really work for things like skincare that would take a long-term results to see. like face masks, so I didn't get that. The last thing I didn't get, and the last thing that they sell, because I've gone through all of them now, is the supers. I didn't get any of the supers, which are Bounce, Glow and Pure are the supers, and they are each $28, or the super pack for $65. I think Bounce is meant to be hyaluronic acid, Glow, I don't know what that is, just a glowy serum, and then Pure is meant to be I think that's going to be things like salicylic acid, what else could be in it, yeah, stuff like that. That's for spots. That's the one I would have got if I was to get one, but they just remind me of like souped up The Ordinary products. Maybe it's because the packaging is really similar, but the fact that they've come out with, basically it just seems to be The Ordinary products but with like cute names. The fact they've come out with one that's like hyaluronic acid and they're in the same bottles and everything, like I have them all from The Ordinary and I'm not a massive fan. They didn't really do much for my skin, so I really wasn't going to buy something that had the same ingredients that looked really similar and claimed to do the same thing than a product that I have that didn't work for me. So that's why I didn't get them, but I have heard like glowing reviews from people, so don't let me put you off. And if you love The Ordinary, like why wouldn't you buy them? And also, I don't know why I'm comparing Glossier to The Ordinary. These are how much are they? $28, and The Ordinary one's like £4. Again, I wasn't really there to buy skincare, I was kind of there to investigate their cool, weird makeup-y products. But yeah, that's what I bought and didn't buy from Glossier, and sort of a review of everything. Review of the stuff I got and a review of the stuff that I didn't buy and why. Let me know if you like this haul slash anti-haul situation, or if you didn't like it. Cool. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any Glossier products, or if you think that Milky Jelly Cleanser is the best thing in the world. Thank you for watching. Bye.